Hey guys, I am just making a drink super fast. So you have time to make a drink or pee or whatever. And we'll be here in like 2 minutes, okay? Studio Killer's so good. Why is Studio Killer so good? We'll play that song again when we go to break later. What's up, everybody? Hello, welcome to the stream. I would apologize that we're starting at the time that we are, but fuck it. You guys all know. It's baby stuff. It's just baby stuff. That's why we're here at 9 instead. Alyssa Parmenter, thank you so much for the 25 months. And Tomai Sama, thank you so much for subscribing and becoming a new member of the Katogangu. Sassy Nacho, thank you so much for all the biddies. Oh my goodness, my day became less sad now that there's a Dodger stream. Aw, thank you. Babu is first priority. She is. She is. And she knows it, so she, you know. She makes sure that she gets as much attention as possible. I love her though. I love her. I was I was tweeting, you know, that we were live, and I went to put a GIF on there, but I accidentally hit the picture button to like add a picture from my phone, and it was just all pictures of Clark, and I was like, "Oh, she's so cute." Embarrassing mom. I was watching Bob's Burgers last night, and one of the episodes was literally like a Linda is the most embarrassing mom episode, and I was like, how do I love her so much without being a smother mother? How does that happen? Galaradan, thank you so much for the 2 months. And Schmooze Ticker, thank you so much for the 21. We'll figure it out. It's fine. My picture roll is like that, except my cat. Yeah, I got a lot of cat pictures on here too. All my children featured on my phone every day. Smother away. You say that now. One day we're going to have that like emotional conversation where I'm like, I just want to be part of your life. And she's like, you are part of my life, but I also have to live my own life now. And I'm like, no. It's going to be great. That's like, 16 years away. Don't care. Linda's the best mom though, right? Springfire, thank you for the 21 months. Mrs. Geek, thank you for the 7. Train Man, thank you for the 3. And I Troll Sky, thank you for the 27. I wonder what the Cyberpunk box is. Everybody who got to do the Cyberpunk experience at E3 got one of those. I did not do the Cyberpunk experience. I was home with Babu. But Sam got to do it and said it was awesome. So, visual novels have prepared you, right? Obviously. I know exactly what to expect. Or she'll be like me and just be a super homebody and we'll be best friends. I hung out with my mom all the time. I stayed home with my mom all the time. There were definitely moments where I was like, man, I should really hang out with my friends that are my age. And I just didn't. I just stayed home. My mom would watch TV and I'd be on the computer and we'd just hang out in the living room. And that was my almost daily life. And I do not regret it at all. Looking back, I'm like, man, that was awesome. Hanging out with my mom. That was great. Dumb Alex, thank you for the 4 months. Randomly Generated, thank you for subscribing. Bringo Bongo, thank you for the 9 months. Happy Twitch, baby. Psycho Wolf Girl, thank you for the 20. Killer Lizard, thank you for all the biddies. I'm going to get food at a local grotto with my friends and professor. A grotto? Do it. Enjoy. Avita, thank you for the host. And Arnar, thank you for gifting a sub to Lady Grump. Lady Grump, welcome to the Cat Gang. I'm always with my mom, too. We're TV partners. That's how my sister is with her kids, too. Maybe a better balance. They hang out with their friends a lot, but they also just, chill with my sister all the time. I'm like, oh... I hope my kids want to hang out with me. I don't need to be their best friend, but I hope that my kids want to hang out with me. She'll take after her mother and be exactly like Grindor. Oh no. Are you going to CoxCon? No, I am not. Nope. Basically, when I told Jesse that I was pregnant, I was also like, that means I'm not coming to CoxCon. I'm also going to be in a wedding at the same time as CoxCon, so there were multiple reasons to not go this year. Kids, plural. Yeah, I don't want just one. I think I've made that pretty clear. This world needs a small baby Crendor. Melon Phase, thank you so much for the 3 months. I should say that the phase in my name is pronounced like the ending part of the word defies. Oh, Melon Phase. Whoa. And now we know. Melon Phase, thank you so much for the 3 months. I hope I remember that. BP Butler, thank you for subscribing. Neek, thank you for the 22. Snyden, thank you so much for subscribing as well. Both of you, welcome to the Cat Gang. I hope you have a great day. Tobias, thank you for the 21 months. And Zareth, thank you for the 2 years. Happy anniversary. I hope it's been a great 2 years. What would you do if Clark became Crendor? I would still love her with all my heart. Just like I love Crendor with all my heart. Crendor didn't have the energy to physically grow very tall. He's taller than me, so he did better than I did. By the way, it's Lady Grump's birthday. Lady Grump, happy birthday! Can we get some doogies in chat for Lady Grump? I'm sorry I missed that. Happy birthday! Anyone is taller than you? Untrue. My daughter is not taller than me yet. It's my birthday too? Tarnished Valor. Happy birthday. More doogies. More doogies. Keyword yet. For like at least a few years. The Anxious Photo Girl, thank you so much for the 39 months. You say yet like it's inevitable. It is. It is. Her hands and feet are huge. And she's gone from being like small when she came out to being like, she's so big already. My perception is off though. She's going to be a Sam girl. She is. She's going to be a Thorn kid. Like, I'm already mentally preparing for it. Sam's brother, George, and his girlfriend, Beth, came to visit us for a couple of days. They were just, like, in the U.S., like, having a trip. But they came to see us and meet Clark. And both of them were like, she's got big old feet and hands. I was like, I know. She's gonna be a Thorn girl. She's gonna be a big old girl. Yeah, there's also that, right? As I get older, I'm also gonna shrink. I'm doomed. I'm doomed. I won't shrink as much as my dad did. My dad has like an actual thing that's causing him to shrink, but I'm gonna shrink a little bit, guys. It's gonna be nuts. Justy Kelly, thank you for the 11 months. Avi, thank you for gifting a sub to Tarnished Valor. Happy birthday and welcome to the Cat Gang. And Alton Blue, thank you so much for subscribing as well. Welcome to the Cat Gang. I'm 5 foot, so I'm not that short. When I graduated high school, I was 4'9", and I've like gradually, since graduating high school, grown like a little bit at a time, which is weird. Everybody in my family thinks that's super weird. But I think, so my mom said that when she was in her early 20s, she grew, but she thought that it had to do with being pregnant. She was like, yeah, I grew when I got pregnant with Chrissy, with my sister. And I'm wondering now if she was just going to grow anyway. Grow until you're 21, but really slowly. But I've grown past 21. I gained an inch since I've moved to LA. So, how long has she been on? We started, well, I actually got here around like 9, 10. 10 after 9, not like between 9 and 10 o'clock, which is also true, I guess. Do you lie on your license? No. Short people are desperate to be the shortest person around. We complain about being short, but we also like really enjoy the fact that we're short. And when we meet other short people, we need to know how short that person is. It's true. Having known a lot of short people, it's a fact. Tall people don't trust people that are taller than them. They have like a weird relationship with people who are taller than them. The two extremes have like emotional problems. Is that why you and Adam Coble regularly meet? God, Adam is a short person that I fucking love. I love a lot of short people, but like Adam, every time I meet him, I'm like, I forgot that you're so small. I love it. I love it so much. Can confirm taller people are sketchy. This is a weird conversation in isolation. How short is Adam? Adam is like... He's only a few inches taller than me. I wanted to say a couple inches taller, but if... I'm trying to think. When I hug him, our faces are able to touch. That's like a weird way to like... But like that's rare for me, right? So like when I hug him, our faces touch. Oh, did you see Watson? Watson. Oh. Find Sherlock. He blends when his eyes close. He blends right in. I love it. Huh, you're so cute. Sherlock, you're so cute. I know that he knows his name because when I say his name, his eyes open. So cute. So cute. A cute boy. Scorpio Girl, thank you for the 6 months. Ninja Cat, thank you for the 31. Tendiston, thank you for the 4. And the original Xbox, thank you for the 4 as well. When he smiles, the teeth appear. He doesn't have teeth, though. Are the kitties treating her? They're really good to her. Sherlock has started, so he doesn't poop in places he's not supposed to anymore. What's happening now? My cats have never coughed up like hairballs. Sherlock is coughing up hairballs for the first time, and I'm wondering if that's an anxiety thing. I don't know. I'm trying to like snuggle him as often as I can, just to like make him feel like, don't worry. You're still part of the family. We still love you. The Instagram photo of the two of them over her crib was awesome. She was lying on the couch. They were sitting on the couch staring at her. Danny! Danny, thanks for the 21 months. And also, yes, buy Cat Gang merch. Steampunk Monk, thank you for subscribing. And JRDN Welling, thank you so much for subscribing as well. Both of you, welcome to the Cat Gang. I hope you're having a great day. Also, for anybody who's going to be at CoxCon, speaking of CoxCon, Danny's going to be there selling Cat Gang stuff. So, you guys should go say hi to him. And maybe buy some stuff. Wink, wink. Wink, wink. You can get anti-hairball treats if it gets bad. They helped freeze cat a lot. Okay, I will. Double wink. Whenever I accidentally do that, I think of Octo, because he went through a phase where he would say winks with both eyes. Your emotes are so good. You really only have 2 like meh ones. Which ones do you think are meh? Danny and I sometimes go through all of the emotes and are like, are these the best they could be? I think the mango is very niche. The mango doesn't get used a ton. And drink doesn't get used a ton either, which I'm actually shocked about. I know we're not in game time yet, but how do you feel about Vampyr after playing it a lot? I actually still really like it. Aw, y'all don't like Duke what? Mango stays forever. Mango will stay forever. Yeah. It's too adorable. You mean the embarrassed lemon? Yeah. The adorable embarrassed lemon. I feel like a new Doog what would be nice. I don't know what it would be. I've thought about, because you guys know I've like during streams imitated the PogChamp. I've thought about cutting out my face from one of those streams while I'm being like and turning that into an emote. We could do that. We could replace Duke what with that. Is there an analytic for emote usage? I've never seen one. I would love to know though. We have read Made in Abyss on MangaPod. Yeah. I was honestly, and we don't need to start like the whole fucking debate in here because I've seen the debate start so many times. But I just didn't need to see a 12-year-old girl get naked that often. When I say like Made in Abyss made me uncomfortable, people are always like, oh, I know it's so violent. And I'm like, no, it could be more violent. I don't care about that. That was actually awesome. I loved how terrible it was in that way. Did not need the number of times that they were like, we're going to make this girl shirtless again for no reason. I was like, why? Why are you ruining this manga for me? That was on my end. So that's up for debate. Yeah, oddly enough, people are constantly like, no, it's not meant to be like a sexual thing. It's about like establishing her innocence. And I'm like, we don't need to do that. There are already children who are in a situation where they're having like their limbs chopped off and shit. Like, I don't need, it doesn't work. If that's what they're trying to do, it doesn't work. So it feels it's very uncomfortable for me to read because of the number of times that that it feels like I'm suddenly reading like a creepy lolly manga, you know? Anyways, that's how I feel about Made in Abyss. There you go. How do you do that hairstyle? It's a glorious mess. I actually showed everybody how to do it a couple streams ago. This one, I worked really hard at this one today, so I'm not going to take it out. But it's basically you like make a ponytail, right? And then you like make a bun. Well, it's hard to say. Fuck. It's hard to actually describe it instead of just showing it. The funniest manga pod to me was still Prison School. Fuck. I love Prison School. I love Prison School. Yeah, that's what's honestly really depressing about it to me is I think the story and the way that they establish like a difference in tone in that manga is so fucking good. and then they have moments that just absolutely ruin it for me. So there you go. I hate Prison School. That's okay. That's totally fine. I know a lot of people who are like, I tried to read Prison School and I was so fucking uncomfortable that I couldn't keep reading it. I hate it. I totally get it. I as a person who, like, when I'm watching shows that are secondhand embarrassment feeling, I will fast forward or I will pause and walk away, right? It's really hard for me to deal with secondhand embarrassment in like TV shows and things. And normally that also applies to manga. And for some reason with Prison School, it's almost like it creates a situation where it's happening constantly. So you're just like, I guess I'm just feeling secondhand embarrassment forever. And I just have to like be okay with it. I don't know what it is. I haven't watched Tina Matsuri. What's your guilty pleasure anime? My guilty pleasure anime. I don't know if I have one. A guilty pleasure anime. I still love Naruto. From like the bottom of my heart, I still love Naruto. Does that count? I still love Naruto. Does that count? There are some filler arcs in Bleach that I love. Does that count? Your guilty pleasure would be some garbage anime. I don't know what I don't. Monster Musume? No, I didn't. I actually really didn't like the anime of that at all. You've got classic taste. Thank you, Danny. Who's your favorite character in Naruto? I was a huge fan. Well, Shikamaru is my favorite character. But my favorite team was I can't remember what they called their team. But it was the Kibashino Hinata team. They were my favorite team. I loved anything that was like, we're gonna focus on these characters today. I was like, yay! I just loved like watching them because they were all so sweet together. Shikamaru is like by far and away the best character in Naruto. Oh, Rock Lee is great too. Rock Lee is up there for sure. I agree, Quaked. Rock Lee versus Gaara is still one of the best fights in Naruto. Like, it happens so early on, and it's one of the best fight. Like, I rewatch it sometimes because I'm like, God, I just want to watch that fight again. It's so good. Manga Q in the eyes. I'm glad that that's become a goof in here. Yes, you're right. Itachi is actually the best character. That fight almost tempted me into watching Naruto. But if you saw that fight, you were already watching Naruto. You can't just reference it and not play the song. Oh, I can, and I will. I can reference it and then just leave it. And then nobody knows when it's going to happen. I hadn't thought of that song in days. Really? The legion of people in chat saying Itachi in all caps didn't remind you? Early Naruto was the shit. I agree. Gaara had a really good like character arc, I think. Shikamaru was like the best character to me, but I would agree Gaara was really great because he had like so much happen to him and he changed so much, you know? I found so my personal project right now is the garage. Just like trying to create a space where we can actually like do shit in there. And I found this and it's just like filled with watches. I was like, "Oh, these are some Sam watches." So I went to like hand it to him while he was on the computer. I was like, "Here, look, here's a bunch of your watches, I guess." And it's just been sitting there, but one of the watches beeps constantly. So weird. So that's where you got the Apple Watch. I got it, yeah, because Sam did a brand deal with Coke. And they sent him an Apple Watch, and it had just been sitting there. I was like, "Do you want me to open up this watch?" He was like, "Yeah, sure." So I opened it up, and he was like, "You should just use it." Because I've got watches. I love watches, so I already have watches, and you don't have any watches that don't break immediately because they're like $5 watches. And I was like, I don't know if I'll really use it, and holy shit, I love it. I'm really in love with this watch. So there's that. Bleach had a ton of flaws, but I really liked it. I love Bleach too. I love Bleach. I love Naruto. I still need to like get further into One Piece. I think I'm just going to read the One Piece manga. The anime is really hard for me to get through, and I don't know why. But if you switch phones now, you can't use it. Well, I mean, it just pairs with the iPhone, right? So as long as the iPhone exists, it would basically just become a it would mostly just work off of like the Wi-Fi apps, right? Yeah, the One Piece anime goes really slow. I like it, but it's just so slow. I feel like if I was reading the manga, I would blast through it. Yeah, I have read Tokyo Ghoul. It's good. Bleach had some really good fights, especially Ulquiorra, but the ending burned me. I liked the entire Arrancar arc, to be honest. Besso just added 2 songs. Or 3 songs? Besso just added songs to the list, and I was so confused because I have Spotify up, and I just saw it moving around a bunch, and I was like, what is it doing? And then scrolled up and realized there were more songs on there. Hey, Besso, what's up? What you doing? Will Sam watch the World Cup today? Probably not. Maybe. He hasn't talked about it, though. I feel like Tokyo Ghoul is the Kingdom Hearts of the manga industry. I have no idea what to make of the story, but the animation is great. Gotcha. I was like, where is this going? Oh my god, it was so funny being on dropped frames while they were doing Kingdom Hearts stuff. Because, like, the implication kept happening that the only people who care about Kingdom Hearts are children. And also that nobody's played the side games. I was like, we haven't played the side games. I know a lot of people who have played those games and know exactly who all these fucking characters are. I don't know who the fuck those people are. I wasn't able to see the end of that trailer and go, Aqua! I have no idea. I don't know what any of that shit was. But, like, it was very obvious that the panel of us who were watching the Kingdom Hearts stuff, that was not for us, right? Like, that was not for us. It was pretty funny to me. I was watching Ammunition when they did the Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer. Her reactions were so funny. JP was into it. But he was one of the ones who was like, nobody's played the fucking side. Nobody knows who any of these people are. I was like, they do, though. We don't. But for the Kingdom Hearts fans, they're losing their minds. Have you ever read the Kingdom manga? Yep, we read it on Manga Pod. If you need me to catch you up on Kingdom Hearts, slide into my DMs. The real fans know it's true. I'm not a real fan. I'm not a real Kingdom Hearts fan. I think the games are fun though. I think that they're fun to play. I'll play some Kingdom Hearts 3. Will I finish it? I don't know. But I'll try it out. I'm rereading Kingdom now. It's so good. Definitely my favorite manga. Damn. I passed the test. Besso! Yay! That's awesome. I saw you tweet being like, I definitely didn't pass the test. And I was like, oh no. I'm so glad you passed. That's amazing. Congratulations. Guys, let's get some doogays for Besso in chat. That's awesome. On a scale of 1 to 7, how upset are you that there was no news about the FF7 remake? If anything, that says to me that the rumors that they were starting from scratch might be true. And I'm like, we're never getting that fucking game. I kept hearing rumors that that they were getting like constant negative feedback on the build. That like people kept being like, this just isn't fun to play. And that they might have needed to like restart. Oof. They just started job listing again. Oof. They did scrap and restart from scratch, but they also said they're essentially further along than Kingdom Hearts 3 is. What? That's crazy. Gabe Atlantis, thank you so much for subscribing. Ardelacroix, thank you so much for the 3 months. Squirrel Yo, thank you for subscribing as well. Seth Raider, thank you for subscribing. All of you, welcome to the Cat Gang. And Hesitantly Impulsive, thank you for the 5 months. I just want turn-based combat. Honestly, me too. I didn't like the combat that they were showing us, but I can get over it. I can get over it to like re-experience Final Fantasy VII in crazy graphics, but it won't be the same. And that's fine. If I wanted it to be the same, I could just play the old game. They're really struggling to fit Battle Royale into the Final Fantasy narrative. Oh my god. Holy shit. Wait, why don't they make that game? Final Fantasy Battle Royale, you can play any Final Fantasy character. I would play the shit out of that. That would be amazing. Fuck. Final Fantasy BR, I would play that forever. Holy shit. It's great. I love it. 100 Sephiroths. Not if it's balanced properly, okay? Fuck. A turn-based battle royale. Oh, fuck. Just 100 people waiting for their turn. The Gorav, thank you so much for subscribing and becoming a new member of the Cat Gang. Thank you so much for the support. No, I want it to play like PUBG or like Fortnite. You play the character, you run around, and then you fucking use your Final Fantasy shit to kill people. That's what I want. Devil May Cry 5 thoughts? I mean, I'll play it. I'm in. I'm in. I wanted to snipe that guy, but somebody engaged him in combat already. Oh, fuck. Yeah. What? Oh, my God. You run around. Open world. You run around. You can't see anybody. You only know that somebody's there if the screen goes, whew, and then suddenly you're in a battle. And both people are like, fuck. When you run around, you literally can't see anybody. That would be amazing. Fuck. I love it. Random encounter battle royale. Shit. I love it. This is the future. I love it. Where are the devs? We need devs. God damn, we gotta put a team together. Stat. Somebody's gonna steal this idea. Oh my gosh. Syndrax, thank you for the biddies. The Wadden, thank you for the biddies. Yawura-sen, thank you for the biddies. PZN, thank you for the biddies. So many biddies. Thank you guys. Will we see you and Strip and stream some Monster Hunter World when the FF crossover happens? Sam will definitely. I'll be playing Final Fantasy. Sam will be playing Monster Hunter. So we'll cover all the bases. Mad Captain, thank you so much for the 2 years. Happy anniversary. Thank you so much. Cheered me up through some rough times. Here's hoping for 2 more years. Thank you so much. And Gutler, thank you so much for the 1 year. Happy anniversary to you as well. I hope it's been a great year. There's a tiny cat hair on the back of your mic. Yeah, this is my life. Beep. 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 Is that better? I've been watching you and Sam playing SCP back in 2014. Oh no. Whenever somebody's like, I'm rewatching you playing this scary game, I'm like, my shame. Yeah, Oder-san, thank you so much for the 5 months. I'd rather have a Xenogears remake than Final Fantasy VII. I absolutely loved Final Fantasy VII. It was the first Final Fantasy game that I like completely played and beat on my own. So it's got like a really special place in my heart, you know? But I'm very nervous about this remake. I'm so nervous. Scratch it more. Can you hear that? Can you hear that? Oof. Lord Rectumcore, thank you so much for subscribing and becoming a new member of the Cat Gang. That's actually so nice. What? Can you do a quick recap of the Saturday Vampire stream? Yes, we played it on Sunday, so we played it yesterday. Yeah, let's swap over to game time. So when we started up on Sunday, if you don't want to be spoiled on vampire stuff, if you're like planning to peace out before we actually play Vampire, now's the time to go because I'm gonna start talking about the story. So last time that we left off, we had heard that the sad saint of the East End murdered a lady and peaced out. He's the person that we saved at the very beginning of the game and brought into the hospital. We were told that he had murdered the old lady, the old gossipy lady that was in the hospital and had vanished. So we were like, fuck, well, if he's a skull and he's like lost his mind and is just eating people, he'll probably naturally want to go back to like his home, right? So we started making our way to the East End, started talking with everybody. We met Clay Cox's wife, Edwina Cox, who is the actual person who runs the Wet Boot Boys. Clay Cox is like, I'm the leader of the Wet Boot Boys. He's not. Edwina is by far the leader of the Wet Boot Boys. Met her lover, met a vampire hunter who was hilarious to talk to, and eventually learned where his like the home that he had created for people in need was. So we made our way over there, met two sisters who kind of help out there, and also found the sad saint. And we were like, what the hell? He seems completely fine, completely in control of himself. Definitely a skull. Like his face is like a little messed up and his eyes are a different color, but he is completely like mentally there, right? He tells us that he hasn't killed anybody. That he believes that like God has granted him this power, but that he has not killed anyone, doesn't plan to ever kill anyone. And when we're like, we don't believe you, he's like, go into the sewers if you want to know the truth. So we go into the sewers and we found that big old hulky boy. The big old hulky boy that we found 2 play sessions ago. I can't remember what his name was, but he worked for like the group of ultimate vampire people, the like Ekons who run London, right? We learned that he is another differing type of undead, right? So we are Ekons. We're like the upper echelon, basically, like vampires. Then there's Skull, which are the ones that we've seen like crazed and running around the city killing people. But then there's also this guy who are basically like, they turn into beasts that are like 2 sizes taller than everybody else, right? Killed him, knocked him out, and found an underground city full of Skull. There was a lady there named, I can't remember her name. We'll call her Old Gretel. I can't remember her name, but she, like the sad saint, is like completely mentally there. Has been around forever. Old Bridget, that's her name. Old Bridget. So Old Bridget has been around forever. She's been hiding under London forever in this like underground city that's full of Skull. And we found out that the old lady that we were told the sad saint killed is actually alive. She's been turned into something else. We don't know what she is, if there's just like something that went wrong, but like she looks like a horror story, right? Like her face is all messed up. One of her arms is like huge, like super swole and messed up, and all this kind of stuff. Nobody knows what she is, but she is alive. So what we found out is that the Sad Saint was telling the truth. He didn't kill her. He brought her to the Skull City, and they're taking care of her. And the other body that we found on the way to find the Sad Saint was killed by somebody else. We don't know who. Had like a little conversation with the Skull down there as well with old Bridget. Started talking with her about like what the difference really is between Ekon and Skull. Whether there isn't really much of a difference, and it's just a word, right? It's just like a term that they've made up that Ekons have made up to kind of keep Skull subservient, right? So yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now, is that up until this point, the Skull have seemed like kind of mindless creatures. And now we're realizing like, oh no, they can be just as in control as we are. Maybe not as powerful as we are, but there might not really be much of a difference. And that was it. Yeah, there's a hideout inside of the Skull City, so that's where we saved and ended. Vampire class struggles. Literally, they're like, because we asked Bridget straight up, we were like, what is a skull? Like, what, like, in your opinion, like, what is a skull? And she was like, she's like, we're all vampires. I don't fucking know. So there we are. Have you gotten any info on our creator? 2 play sessions ago, we ran into like, on our way back to the hospital, we saw like this bloody form, like, we were kind of taken into like weird blood vision, and we saw like a form with giant antlers, that is our creator, but we still don't really know what he looks like or what he is. And he only talked in riddles, and we got super pissed at him. We're like, stop. What the fuck? Just, why are you so confusing? Okay, cool. It's not muted. I was like, I can't tell if the game's muted or not. It ain't. Gravitos, thank you so much for subscribing. Zulu Heavy, thank you for the 11 months. Shock Ninja, thank you for the host. And Forrest Bartley, thank you for the 6 months. Streams helped me get through some rough patches. I'm happy to say I'm at a very good place in life right now. I love and appreciate everything you do, and I hope the fam is great. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you're in a good place. Okay, so we're on our way back. Now we're gonna head back over to I can't remember his name. It's not William. The Sad Saint. We're gonna go back to him and be like, all right, you were telling the truth. I've also decided that we're going to be best friends. Because the whole time, so what tipped me off that maybe he wasn't going to be like this mindless thing we had to kill was that we talked to somebody and they gave us a hint about him. And in this game, hints are like you get hints about people that makes their blood quality better. So you want to like know as much as you can about people, right? People are getting a little fatigué, huh? And we got a hint about him. Oh, we have full hints about him. Sean Hampton, that's his name. But we got a hint about him while we were on our way to like see what was going on, and I was like, oh, then he's gonna be fine then. Maybe we'll be best friends. Oh, that's right. Okay, so we follow the arrows, yes? That's what we were told to do. Is follow the arrows. Are there arrows down here? Embankment sewers. They told us to follow the arrows and it would be a shortcut back to Sean. Okay, arrow. Got it. Arrow. Arrow. Okay, here we go. Enter at your own risk. Got it. Oh. Sick? Press X to Sean. Kidder Kiddings, thank you for the host. And the Mighty Cake, thank you for the 9 months. Happy Twitch, baby. Beware. I don't get it. If they have arrows pointing to where you need to go, why would they also be like, but beware? Oh.
It's locked.
Well, oh, Jesus Christ. We're in the night shelter again? How did that happen? That was so fast. Oh. Oh, I can't put a poster on there. Can you imagine? Sean comes down here and is like, what the fuck? Who put this anti-vampire shit up here? Oh, hey, bud.
Welcome back, Dr. Reed. Would you like to take communion with me now?
Sean, are you eating raw flesh?
It is the sacred flesh of the mortal lamb. Our Lord's bountiful transmutation for the sustenance of his believers. Thank you, Lord. I am your most humble servant.
So, true to your word, you waited for my return.
I told you, Dr. Reed, I was a man to be trusted. Did you have words with the poor Harriet?
You make no distinction between the living and the skulls, do you?
We are God's children, Dr. Reed. One and all. And he's determined to save us.
God damn it, he's staring right at us.
Does this place belong to you? How can you be so certain you can keep it open?
This warehouse was once property of the Dawson family, but has been bequeathed me through donation.
The Dawsons? The wealthiest family in London? Have they a clue as to what goes on here?
Not at all. The donation was made before the war. The building was run down. I never met Aloysius Dawson myself.
So you have the run of the place and no one's taken notice?
As long as we keep to ourselves, we interest no one. This is a haven, and I pray it remains so for eons to come.
What will be the result if you continue to assist both Skulls and the living?
And for the last decade, that's what's been happening. And they found a better life. What's to change?
You're forgetting the epidemic. Things can go south very quickly. I've seen it.
Oh, these are terrible times. Only those pure of heart shall prevail.
You've turned Skull now. Don't you see the danger to anyone giving you their trust?
We are all sinners, awaiting salvation. This is a simple truth, ordained by the Lord Almighty. I am a seeker of his glorious light.
Harriet, Miss Jones, has been behaving in a most violent manner. She's going to need special attention.
That's precisely the reason I brought her here. To meet old Bridget. She's the guide Harriet requires.
Who is this old Bridget?
I don't know, Doctor. She rarely speaks of her past, but I know she has a long one. She's likely the oldest soul in the city.
Harriet is possessed by her hatred. You cannot let her roam free. She's dangerous.
She has joined her own kind, Doctor. Old Bridget is a saint to the younger Skulls, guiding them to salvation and peaceful existence.
I believe I've learned all I need to know. I'm certain you've killed no one, but one day I believe you'll cross the line.
Logic is a false prophet. Faith is the only path to salvation.
What do you mean?
We have been blessed with God's eternity. We are the instruments of his divine will. We shall feed the hungry forever and ever. Amen.
I will strive to emulate your merciful nature, Sean, but it's a difficult pledge to make.
Give yourself over to God, Doctor. Expel your urges and kneel before the Lord in praise.
These urges. You know the hunger will never be satisfied.
I've come to embrace the everlasting craving. I have sworn to feed only upon the flesh of the dead. It is now my sacrament. Take, eat. This is my body. So saith the Lord.
Turn. Wait, I can make him like our baby? I can turn him into an Ekon? Is that what that's saying? I don't have 500 XP. I don't have 500 XP. No! Oh, no! No, I want that so bad. No! Are you kidding me?
My discoveries. Vampire blood would enhance your metabolism.
Oh, it's still
Perhaps
letting me
even
do it.
heal
It's still letting me do
if
it.
What old Bridget says is true. I'll give you some of mine.
I'd rather not. It would be extremely awkward.
You have
Why?
no choice, Sean. It's the only way to protect your cheptel, those still amongst the living.
No, Dr. Reed. God made me this way. Who am I to disobey his will?
You believe that God's plan was for you to be abandoned at birth.
Oh, come on, don't do this.
The Lord works in mysterious ways.
I can't imagine God intended for you to be molested by a priest in an orphanage. Drink, friend.
No.
I said kneel and drink. Now.
Oh, shit. How is that not bleeding everywhere? Happy Pride. There are new citizens available to kill. The district will suffer the consequences of your action. What do you mean? Why? He's my babby boy now. No problems. All right. Are we good? Are we cool? Are we? Maybe you just need space. That's fine. I get it. Okay, well, bye. Bye, love you. Talk to you later.
Another corpse thrown in the streets. Someone's playing a very sick game.
He needs some aftercare, Jesus. I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, we basically, like, commanded him to drink our blood. The least we could do is be like, there you go, buddy. It's gonna be okay. Goodness gracious.
I know this brooch. This is my mother's.
What?
A birthday gift from father.
What? They're letting me just take it? They're letting me search the corpse?
29 Pretty Orchard Street. That's near Poplar's district. Why would this man carry off my mother's brooch? I must go there. Good evening, Mr. Throgmorton.
Dr. Reed, can I be of any assistance? Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
Yeah, this? This is pretty suspicious right here.
Did you see what happened to him?
Actually, yes. He was thrown from the roof like a vulgar log.
Interesting.
Who could have done that?
Who? Well, a vampire, of course. Look, bite marks on the neck and lacerations here.
Lacerations!
There is definitely a vampire close by.
Why is it that you sound so afraid?
You didn't see it. He was dead before he hit the ground. The strength required to do such a thing, well, it beggars belief.
It beggars.
Goodbye, and good hunting, Mr. Throgmorton.
Oh, wait. No one is sick here. Holy shit, but everybody at the hospital is sick. Come on, guys, do your fucking job. And he's still super sick. He's gonna die. He gonna die. Fatigue. Headache. Headache. Don't even know where this dude is still. Headache. Fatigue. Okay.
Glad to see you again.
I know
Mr.
it's
Reed.
pronounced fatigue before anybody doesn't realize I'm goofing on French.
Did you see what happened?
No. I was coming back to the shelter from work when I heard an awful scream, and there was this man, dead, just in front of the building.
You saw nothing at all?
No, I told you, just that awful woman's scream.
A woman scream? Are you sure?
Of course. It was terrifying. I thought it was my sister, so I ran.
Oh, it's probably my
But it was a
fucking
man
mom.
I've never seen round here before.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
You again? What do you want?
Oh,
I've identified the men who stole from you. You were right. They were members of some self-proclaimed militia.
I knew it! Did you find the money too?
Yes, here it is. They thought they could finance their activities with it.
I never thought a man like you would be kind enough to... I misjudged you. Badly. Well... Thank you, sir.
Will you give the money back to your comrades, then?
Fuck those bastards who fired me. I'll give the money to Miss Gillingham. Her son Jack was a friend of mine. He was killed recently.
Did you see what just happened?
No, I didn't. And I don't care.
Really? Why is that?
Because this sexist pig is one of the 4 men who blacklisted me. Good riddance, if you ask me.
damn.
I know you were friends with Miss Gillingham's
Yeah, she
son,
just told
Jack.
us that.
Tell me about his death.
Jack's murder has been a shock to the neighborhood.
This is so
A
interesting
sign
since
that
I
the
embraced
situation is
basically
now
half of
out
this
of
district.
control.
Why is
What?
There has always been
This is
tension
a no-bite
between
run.
the Wet Boot Boys and members of the trade union. But a murder? That's a first.
Who killed him?
No one will ever know. One thing is certain. While Jack was alive, I had one less reason to drink.
Why does that upset you so much?
I wish I had found the time and words to tell him how important he was to me before it was too late. Another failure for Giselle Paxton.
Daw.
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
She don't hate us as much no mo. Hey, how are you doing? Just let me love you. God damn it. I feel so bad. He's just overwhelmed and we can't even talk to him. I feel terrible. Okay, well, take care of that sweet boy for me. I'll be back. Oh, no. Yeah? Oh, what up?
I'd step back, sir.
Kill it!
You leeches need killing.
Why can't I use any of my...
Die, beast!
Oh, I don't have any blood.
Want some of that?
No, not particularly.
Oh, my!
I need blood. Like, pretty badly.
Leech spotted! Watch out, boys!
There we go. Now I've got some blood to work with. Finsbury Gate.
"29 Pretty Orchard Street. This is it. What's in there for me? There's been a fight here.
Oof. Oh, yes, there has. Might as well take all their shit.
This window was shattered with violent force. Someone's been pulled through it and dragged through the street. Who could have done that? Where does this blood trail lead?
Let's find out.
Stay away! Stay away!
God damn.
Streets to let her expire and be found here. You're Go on, back to the shadows! Oh my god! Have faith, brothers! Bloody leap! I shall fear no evil.
Fuck. Whew. 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 There we go. Oh, I see a little rat kind of glitching through the world over there.
The marks on this woman's neck were made by the fangs of a vampire.
Ho ho.
This is the very flower my mother tossed on Mary's coffin. Someone is targeting my family. Only a golden watch in her pockets. Her shoes and clothes are quite worn out.
Do I have to take the watch?
I see you.
No. Oh. She's gonna be, I'm calling it.
Right
She's
then. It's a sick game. But given no choice in the matter, I might as well win it.
she's gonna be a member of that fucking vampire league. It's like, you killed our boy. You killed our big thick boy. Nia Zanmato, thank you for the 17 months. Same Wart, thank you for the 4. Teledar, thank you so much for the host. It's Memorshell, thank you for the 16 months. Leftykins, thank you for subscribing. Pinoy Bear, thank you for the 13. And Purple Haze, thank you for subscribing as well. Welcome to the Cat Gang, everybody. Thank you so much for the support. I can't. I can't jump over there? Where am I supposed to jump? I can't jump back that way either? Wait, is this a glitch? Oh my god. Is this a glitch? No, come on. You hit pause once and you fuck up the whole game. Okay, sick. Here we go. Okay, I've opened up everything. There we go. Look at that. Nah, you don't need blood to do that, to do the, like, jumps.
Jonathan.
What was that?
Yes?
I won't let you escape. You're very fast, but I'll catch you.
Man.
They've all been butchered.
Guess I'll search their bodies. It would be a waste not to, okay? It's my fucking sister. It's my sister. It's my sister. I'm positive. It's my sister. It's gonna be my sister. Oh
I
shit.
can still sense a presence.
What? I'm sorry. I had a theory and I needed to just say it like 20 times. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. It's my sister, I think, though. I think it's my sister, though. Oh, hey, buddy. I need blood. Sorry, bud. I've been informed recently that apparently Skull are like actually pretty nice, but oh, I needed to come back here anyway. That lady is still stuck here somewhere.
To me.
I'm working on it. Fuck.
Help me, please. You. What have you done?
What?
Vicar Larrabee, what happened?
Demon. Hell Scourge. Son of perdition.
Vicar. Jonathan's no demon. He's just a soul. Returned from the dead. Like your Christ, Vicar.
Mary, is it really you?
Sorry.
Oh, it's me, all right. Precious brother.
What is Mother doing here?
I'm gathering the family for a final reunion. All smiling, all dead. Thanks to the good Dr. Reed.
Mary,
Mother, say hello to your son.
Hello, Jonathan.
Mother,
What do we have here, Mother? The prodigal son has lost his tongue. Our Jonathan always had the first and last word at dinner. The entertainer, the star of our show.
I'm sorry. Let me explain.
Shut up. It's my turn to do the talking. I have this nasty hole in my chest, Johnny. It needs to breathe.
Of course. You can speak.
My prayers went so long without an answer. My husband, killed in France. My child, carried away by the flu. My brother promising to return in his letters, then disappearing in thin air. I went from hospital to hospital, cemetery to cemetery, grave to grave. I've lifted every stone in London, searching for an end to the nightmare. And there you were, in front of me, on a dark pier.
The hunger had taken me.
The joy to have finally found you. I longed for your arms, a final happy ending to so much tragedy, to tell me all would be well again, as you did when we were children. It was this filthy dock where you greeted your sister. I dug a tunnel from my grave with my fingers and teeth.
Mary, I thought I had murdered you. I tried to end myself. We've been through the same horror.
We are a disease, Jonathan. A sickness that corrupts all it touches. All we kiss, and all we kill. Look at me. Admire your ilk.
I'm so sorry.
Apologies will not suffice. I demand reparation. I want a miracle. Are you a miracle worker, Dr. Reed? No? I'll show you mine then. The family Reed, reunited and complete, living forever in a red sea of eternal love. Time to go, Mother. Say hello to my son for me.
Mary, wait. I have made friends with vital knowledge. Vampires. We are not alone, Mary. With time, we can learn to live almost as we lived before.
But now our mom is going to be really awkward around us.
How long will this masquerade continue? I've been watching you. All these nights in Whitechapel, pretending you're still a doctor. You believe you're just fighting a disease. But it's you, the disease. Jonathan, you!
I'm a scientist. I'll find a solution. Let our mother go, please.
You're always the one to sway me to reason, Jonathan. But before, your motivations were always pure. Now you're tainted.
Let her go! She has no part to play in this.
Very well. Have you heard our good doctor? You can go home, Mother. Go home and rest in peace.
Yes, I'll go home and rest.
Oh, she's fucking... Oh,
It's
I see.
so easy to make them obey or forget. Puppets for our pleasure. I've seen you have your fun.
You are mad.
So that's what I am, Doctor.
I haven't eaten
Mad.
anybody,
I was beginning
Mary.
to wonder. I've been hearing these voices in my head. One in particular,
from you.
that of my dead
Awkward.
brother. This is the reason I must kill you. Not for your betrayal. Not for our poisonous kiss. Not even for the lies you tell yourself. No. It's so that smooth and wicked voice will stop ringing in my ear.
Mary. No, don't!
Time to die, brother. And this time for good.
Don't make me fight her. Come on. Oh my
Me to
god.
rot
Ow,
in this
fuck.
grave. Ah! Kiss me again, sweet brother.
Oh my god. Shit. Sorry.
Rest in peace, monster.
fuck.
You've burned away Nurse Crane's mind. You're a monster. Come to me, Jonathan. Give me your blood, priest.
No! God damn it.
Final thoughts are just to die for. You left me to rot in this grave.
I mean, I didn't want to be fair.
What have you done?
Oh my god! I need to get out of there. Shit. God, that's... Ugh. Okay. Okay. Why she gotta bring up Nurse Crane? Our sister's shuddering gun has awakened. Fuck. Ugh. Goodness gracious. Wait. Yeah, this is the way I went, isn't it? Yeah. Maybe you can save the vicar now? No, the only options that it gives me is either I eat the vicar or she eats the vicar. Unless, I mean, sure, unless I like kill her super fast, but I don't think. Hi.
Assassin! You left me. What have you done? Kinslayer! You've burned away Nurse Crane's mind. You're a monster! Come to me, Jonathan. Give me your blood, priest.
No, come on. I literally can't do anything to stop that. It sucks.
You've killed me, brother. Rest in peace, monster. Kinslayer!
God, she just like
Kiss me again, sweet brother.
Like she hits back immediately.
Come to me, Jonathan. I'll make you kneel like a dog, just as you did to Shorthampton.
Oh no, she knows about Sean too. Fuck.
What have you done?
I didn't mean for that to be as awkward as it was, okay? Fuck. Fuck. Fuck! No! Oh my god. I'm so bad at managing my stamina in this fight. Sean did tell you it would be awkward. You know what? You're right. You're right, he did. I was like, drink my blood. And he was like, no. It'll be weird. I didn't expect for it to be like, I don't know. What did I miss? Is that Maria's and your sister? Yeah, she's turned into like a super dick. She's really mad that we killed her. Fair enough. And so she's trying to kill us now. Eat the vicar, honey, do it. No, honey, this is a... I don't eat principal characters.
Assassin! You killed Rest in peace, monster.
Fuck. Interesting.
Kinslayer, you've burned away Nurse Craig's mind. You're a monster. Come to me, Jonathan. Give me your blood, priest. Final thoughts are just to die for. Abomination. You left me to rot in this grave.
What have you done?
Fuck, goddamn.
Kinslayer! Kiss me again, brother. You left me to rot in this grave.
Damn. She's rough, man. Where is... Wait. Oh. Is this her?
Are you all right, Miss Shun?
My name is Xiao Shun. This is the proper way to address someone in my country.
I do apologize, Xiaoshun. Are you all right?
Yes, I am. This is the only place where I can find some kind of serenity.
I would not come here with
Some
all
way
these
to
dudes
remember
around.
my dear
Like,
Matthew.
eating people.
Tell me how your husband died, Xiaoshun.
Matthew died of the Spanish flu, like so many others. It's a mundane cause of death these days.
This is a side quest. I
For
just want to
me,
get it out of the
meant
way,
to be the
okay?
end of the world.
At this time, there is so little medical science can do to defeat this terrible epidemic. I'm truly sorry.
The worst thing is not his death, even if it tears me apart. The worst is not to have seen it coming, to have lost him so quickly, even before realizing it.
Did he hide his condition from you?
Matthew was a smiling type, a happy sort. Everything that I am not. Did he laugh at his death to come, or did he not realize what was going to happen? I'll never know.
The Spanish flu may be the worst disease mankind has ever faced. Why are you blaming yourself?
You don't understand. I didn't know he was so sick. I didn't realize the gravity of his situation until it was too late.
As harsh as this sounds, we are all equally vulnerable to this awful disease. It can take the strongest man in just a couple of days.
I never said goodbye to Matthew. We never realized how bad it was. We laughed about it even. He always made me laugh. Now I don't have enough tears to shed.
Are you on your own? Do you have any friends or family who you could be with?
I have family and friends, but I need to be here alone. One day maybe I'll go back to them.
My watch
But
wants
not
me to
now.
stand up. I've been sitting
I
too
need
long.
silence. And
All
I
right.
need sadness.
You should not be by yourself. Grief can be a terrible trial. And it's even worse when you're alone.
Thank you for your sincere words, Dr. Reed. I sense you trying to help me, even if I don't quite understand why.
Are you a doctor yourself? Is this why you feel so guilty for not saving your sick husband?
No, I am not. But I still need to blame someone for Matthew's death. And who else, if not his wife, who did not see it coming?
I'm a physician, one of the best in the country. But I was unable to save my own sister, Mary. She died in my arms.
Why tell me this? Is it supposed to make me feel better?
No. But I felt I should share it with you. Since she is buried here too.
Awkward.
May I ask what caused the death of your sister?
You could say she was also killed by a terrible disease. A disease I have sworn to fight and cure, no matter how long it takes.
Thank you for sharing that with me, Dr. Reed. Maybe it's time we start to rebuild our lives, you and I.
You realize you can't stay here forever, don't you?
Eventually, you'll have to leave the cemetery.
Why? Why should I go? Since this is the only place I can find peace of mind.
But you're not dead. There is a difference between visiting the dead and staying with them.
You sound like you're no stranger to the pain I feel.
Let's just say, I too have a good reason to visit cemeteries at night.
Please accept my condolences for your loss then, Dr. Reed.
Go home.
You should go home now.
I think you're right. Cemeteries are for the dead, for they need silence too. Thank you for your honesty and your wisdom, Dr. Reed.
Thank you for your company, Xiaoshun. Take care on the way home.
Maybe I'll see you again in Whitechapel. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye for now.
Okay.
Matthew. The world has gone completely mad.
Successful investigation into Xiaoshun. I have not killed anyone yet. Sam came into chat to tell me to kill the vicar. Why are we standing? My watch told me I needed to stand up. Did it count it? It says I've only stood twice this entire day. False. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Assassin!
Oh, shit. I forgot.
Come to me, Jonathan. You left me to run.
Holy shit. That does so much fucking damage.
Kiss me again, sweet brother. Give me your blood, priest. Their final thoughts are just to die for. What have you done?
So the game is set up where the game is set up so that it's supposed to get like harder and harder and harder and harder and harder to encourage you to eat people. I have a lot of XP to use, actually. Wait a minute. How close is the nearest here? Oh, there we go. Fuck, I would have to go through the cemetery without doing this fight somehow. Let's see if I can go around. Fuck, they're gonna make me go in there. Oh, Ho ho! Sick. Yes. Oh my god, it's right here. Excellent. Okay. Okay. Let's, make some blood serums. I can only have 2. Okay. Okay. Increase your stamina.
Yes, please.
So you've already had one.
I had a tiny one. I would love another one though.
Well, suck it up. Harvard beat his sister.
I'm trying to. She's a strong girl. What do I currently have? Oh, this. I don't know if I'll use that. I think I'm gonna do that. Uh-oh. If you ever live near the docks of East End, you must know who Sean Patrick Hampton is. If not, you might have heard of him. His name is starting to spread through the entire capital. Sean is the humble founder of the Hampton Asylum, an establishment that he built with his own hands and convictions. The building, an abandoned warehouse gracefully donated by the Dawson family, then renovated and transformed into what is now the most famous asylum in London. The poor and hungry are always welcome under his roof. With them, he shares his food. Sean Hampton came from a background of misery, but the hardships of life didn't disfigure or maim his profound trust in the Lord. If anything, the faithful man gained an acute empathy in exchange for the torments of poverty. His love for others is renowned throughout the docks. Rare are those who didn't witness Sean cry at the sight of an infirm veteran, an orphan child, or a sick mother. That's how he gained his name, the sad saint of the East End. So respected that people still stay in his shelter even after the sad saint contracted a mysterious disease which forces him to rest a lot and take his meals away from the flock. While in some other parts of London, people step back as soon as someone coughs in public, men and women accept to eat and sleep in the Hampton Asylum. The building looks dirty. The stench around the place is awful for a delicate soul, but there's hope and love, and the death toll has been low and stable for days. It's weird that it acts like I can still kill him. Okay. Well, let's see how this goes. How did MC become a vampire? We don't know. We still don't know.
In the name of Christ, some
Abomination!
God, her swing is so wide.
Come to me, Jonathan.
That hurts so bad when she does it.
Away, Nurse Crane's mind. You're a monster! What have you done? You killed me, brother! Give me your blood, priest. Their final thoughts are just to die for. Assassin! Rest in peace, monster. Abomination! Kiss me again, sweet brother.
Ow, shit.
Kinslayer!
Fuck.
Rest in peace, monster. You killed me! Come to me, Jonathan. Kiss me again, brother.
God, I wasn't in that.
I'll make you kneel like a dog, just as you did to Sean Hampton! What have you done?
Wait, no! I need it! Oh, thank God. Oh, shit. Shit. No, no, no. Okay. I need to use my ultimate more. My ultimate charges back up faster than I think it does. I guess I just need to be more aggressive. Her swing is so much wider than I think it is, though. I haven't killed her yet.
No, I was just waiting for your demise before I came in.
Oh, honey. Yes.
You tell me why you keep hiding the fucking George Foreman, huh? This
It's
game
in-
you played where you just hide it from me?
It's in the same spot.
Where is it?
It's in the same spot. It's
Where is it?
The rotating thing next to the sink. There's the sink, and then there's the cupboard that has the like rotating stuff.
That one rotates?
It rotates. It's in the top portion. Thank you, honey. That final section too. She's like so much faster.
Please help me!
I can do it. It just might take a few tries. Fuck. Why can you hit so far? I don't understand.
Rest in peace, monster.
Shit! It's so strong. It's not a lazy Susan. It's an entire cupboard with like multiple levels that rotates. So like you open up the cupboard door and inside it's like in a corner and you can rotate it. Fighting your sister is a pain in the ass because they know all your tricks. I don't really use my gun, no.
Help me! Killed me, brother! Come to me, Jonathan.
What? Oh, come on. That's not fair. Fuck. Ah. Jesus Christ.
You've burned away Nurse Crane's mind. You're a monster! Rest in peace, monster. Give me your blood, priest. Their final thoughts are just to die for. Assassin! Kiss me again, brother.
Yeah. Shit.
Hey! You left me to rot in this grave. What have you done? as you did to Sean Hampton! Come to me.
God, she's so hard to deal with at the end. Fuck. It's because she mentions Sean, and I get really upset. Can you ult her when she goes for the priest? I don't think you can. I don't think you can avoid the priest situation. It's either we eat him or she does. We gotta ult her right at the beginning to get maximum use out of it.
Come to me, Jonathan.
I'm seeing a direct pattern between the one. Oh shit, I'm dead. Oh, she didn't kill me.
You're a monster! What have you done? Give me your blood, priest. Final thoughts are just to die for. You left me to... Kiss me again, sweet brother.
I can't dodge backwards. That's like... That's what's getting me a lot. If she's chasing me and I dodge backwards, she hits me. I can't dodge further than she can hit.
I'll make you kneel like a dog, just as you did to Sean Hampton! Kiss me again, sweet brother.
I've gotten her so close to dying. I know I can kill her. I don't have to kill the vicar, Sam. This is a no. We don't kill characters that have names. No story characters die by my hand.
Slayer!
That's right. I made all of those, I made all of those blood potions. I'm an idiot.
Abomination! Your blood, priest. Final thoughts are just to die for.
Oh shit.
What have you done?
It wasn't what I thought it was.
You left me to...
Come to me, Jonathan.
Oops.
You've burned
All right.
away Nurse Craig's mind. You're a monster! Assassin! What have you done?
Got her. Get fucked, Mary. I mean, I'm sorry I killed you.
Well, brother, it's time to bring this conversation to an end. Forever.
You know I will not play this game.
Calm now, Doctor. Like a rabid dog. Or think you're performing an autopsy.
Don't be ridiculous.
I'll kill them all. The kind Dr. Swansea. The sweet little lass with hair of red. I am the Harbinger, bringing your punishment.
Mary.
Don't you see? This is not me. Flesh that never ages. All nightmare, no dream. Bring it to a close. Let me sleep.
I will find a cure, Mary. I swear it.
Then, at last, I can forgive you.
Didn't they say that we don't die? Did they establish that a steak actually kills us? I don't remember that, but that's fine. That's twice we didn't get to choose whether or not we kill our Hail Mary is the name of the achievement I just got.
Blood. As I shed one last red tear for my fallen sister, I realize the entire world now revolves around this singular word.
Vampire.
The epidemic that has stricken London is not the Spanish flu. It is transmitted through the blood, via violent biting, turning survivors into frenzied immortals. I am Dr. Jonathan Reed. I am a vampire, born anew into an age of death and pestilence. While plotting factions close in around me, I am sworn
There's
to
our
find
dad
the
on the
source
right.
of this epidemic. I am convinced greater perils are still to come. I know the answers I seek are hiding in our blood.
I think that's the end of Act 1. Oh, maybe not. I hope this letter quickly finds you, for I need to speak to you as soon as possible. The situation is evolving very quickly in the West End. I'm convinced we are all now in great danger. The Guard of Pruin has launched a great hunt in London, and for a few nights they have been actively searching and killing any Ekon they can locate. Lord Redgrave, chairman of the Escalon Club, recently contacted me. He wishes to meet you immediately. Please come to my mansion any night that suits you. We must discuss all of this. With this letter, you will find an official pass that will allow you to go through any barricade or quarantine checkpoint throughout the city. Your friend, Lady Ashbury. We're going to meet the leader of the Ascalon Club. Oh. Hell yeah. I need handles. Actually use them, to be fair. So many people need medication. Oh, this is going to be the Ascalon Club. That's going to be the leader of the Ascalon Club. I'm calling it. Oh, man. So many of you guys. Fatigued. Okay, we've got one headache, fatigue, anemia, headache. Still don't know where you are. 1, 2, 3 headaches, anemia, and fatigue. Oh, 3 headaches. Great. Anemia, fatigue. Okay. Let's see. What should I spend my points on? Oh my goodness. I would love to level up my ultimate. I can. Okay, 3,000 next time I want to update that. Oops. Oh, fuck. Anemia. Anemia. Okay. Well, fortunately, I think I made 2 anemia potions now. Hi, I hear you have a headache.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Do you require my services, Miss Howcroft?
My condition cannot be understood by you, mortal. This curse is beyond your science.
Well, until the day science finally admits failure, please accept this little contribution.
Thank you, Doctor. Your efforts are admirable, though laughable.
Damn. Oh my gosh, we have so many to read. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much to Random for the 21 months, Ninja Plox for the biddies, Martin P for subscribing. Welcome to the Cat Gang. Sam, my love. Thank you so much for the 3 years. Space Dandy, thank you for the 11. The ZZ Thex, thank you for the 2. Icarus, thank you for the 21. Kit, thank you for the 20. White Lily, thank you for the 9. Happy Twitch, baby. Aurora Pop, thank you for the 6. Poop Butt Million, thank you so much for the 8. Will the Willow, thank you for the 7. Nauticast, thank you for the 9. Happy Twitch, baby. Viridis Leo, thank you for the 32. NES Death Angel, thank you for the 10. Kenrick, thank you for the 3. Cymonks for the 30. Grim Vertigo for 37. Crorin for the 1 year. Happy anniversary. Douglas Spongebro, thank you so much for the 15. And Oregon T, thank you for the 2. And Lolo Tokyo, thank you for the 10 months. Okay. I don't have anything new to ask you, do I?
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
No, she's not really a vampire. She believes that she is.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
I located the shop, but it was vandalized, and the owner is missing. All I found was your order.
I was afraid of such bad news. People are so desperate they're ready to burgle a shop for drugs.
That's quite a list you ordered. Opium, sodium hypochlorite. It can't be just headaches you're trying to cure.
This dreadful influenza, of course. I already ran some tests on hopeless cases. Without success, I must admit.
Do you realize you could create a lethal poison without the correct dosage? Then there are the legal ramifications.
Is this not true of any medical substance, Dr. Reed? However, if you would agree to improve it, I'd be glad to accept your help.
As long as you promise to be scrupulous with your experiments, I may try to gather these substances, and even help improve upon the mixture.
That's all I'm asking for, Dr. Reed. That's all I'm asking.
Do you need my medical attention, dear
Okay.
colleague?
I would have been confused if anyone other than you had asked that question, Dr. Reed. But your help is welcomed.
There is no shame in helping each other. We're colleagues, after all.
Many doctors I have known are too cynical to think that way.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland. I can't let Strickland...
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
What was I just saying? Fuck.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
Do I not have what he needs? Why can't I give him medicine?
You are not a burden,
Oh, I can.
sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
Weird.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
I'm all right.
I thought it was, Oops.
Good evening,
no,
Doctor.
No.
How is my son doing?
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
I'm trying to rob this thing. Okay. Great. Bye. Don't tell anybody I did that.
So many deaths.
Healthy, recovering, healthy.
I will not let you down, my boy.
What else am I looking for? Recovering. Clay. And Dr. Tibbetts. Okay. Look at her. Oh my god, amazing. Hi, do you need medicine?
Good evening, Dr. Tibbetts.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
Do you need any medical assistance yourself, Doctor?
Yes, indeed. But don't worry, I am perfectly capable of taking care of myself.
I have no doubt about it, but you are still ill all the same. Please, take this medicine.
I appreciate your concern, Dr. Reed. To be honest, I just did not take the time to diagnose myself.
Why do vamp senses make you see someone's health? Because in like the vamp sense, you're detecting their blood, and illness affects their blood, and how like delicious it will be.
Goodbye, Dr.
Bye.
Tibbetts.
And Clay. And we're good. Where the fuck is Clay? Clay. Oh. Oswald Thatcher. Oh my god. Oh my god. I've been trying to meet you. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed of the Pembroke
Oswald,
Hospital.
don't keep walking.
May I be of assistance?
No.
Dr. Reed. So it's you who saved my friend Oswald. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir.
And you are?
Newton Blight. Oswald and I recently returned from the war.
Why do you stay here now that Mr. Thatcher's back?
It's complicated. Since the war, Oswald's been really nervous with the idea of entering any hospital. And me, I've got my own issues.
Can you speak about them?
Rats, sir. Even seeing one, they turn me. Just want to run. It's that fear that stopped me from going after Oswald when he left.
You're scared of rats? Oh.
What can you tell me about the war, Mr. Blight? If you want to speak about it, of course.
War was... well, you know, sir. The stench of death everywhere. Your mates lying bleeding in the mud. Just praying to make it through and get home. Bloody nightmare.
Did you know Oswald Thatcher before the war?
No. We met in the battlefield. I think we were in the same boat to France. We've stuck together ever since.
I fought in France, too. I served as a field surgeon, but it was not uncommon to repel an assault, especially at night.
Yeah. The first time I was wounded, I had to protect the infirmary from hostiles. Twice.
You are always welcome at the Pembroke Hospital. As a former officer, I'll be honored to welcome a fellow veteran.
I'm not giving up on bringing Oswald back to the hospital. I just need to convince him that he needs some help.
Perhaps he needs to reach that decision by himself.
Could you speak to him? He doesn't usually listen to doctors, but perhaps because you've been through it, you can talk him round.
What caused your phobia of rats, Newton?
It happened last year following an artillery attack. I was trapped for 2 days in a hole under 2 dead soldiers. And there were rats.
Go on.
It started eating me as soon as I dozed. Gnawing at my ears, my fingers, lips. I couldn't move. Couldn't call for help.
I see.
No, you don't. You have no idea what it is to wake up buried under bodies. Fucking vermin eating your flesh. Oswald.
I would be terrified of rats then, too. Yeah.
Are you concerned about the living conditions in the city?
Of course I am. I'll be stuck here for as long as Oswald refuses to go to hospital. And, unfortunately, it seems the violence is rising.
What kind of violence?
I believe people have armed themselves and started to attack those that show signs of contagion.
Do you need medical attention, sir?
Afraid so. In the war, I was always worried about picking up something, getting some infection. Unfortunately, I've got that fear in London now.
Throughout history, some diseases have done more damage to armies than any weapon created by man. You were wise to be careful.
You're working at the Pembroke Hospital, aren't you? That's a good enough reason for me and Oswald to go there.
Goodbye, Mr. Blight. Take care of yourself.
Okay, please tell me Oswald's still here.
Hello again.
He is!
Do you feel any better now?
Yes, this neighborhood may stink of dog shit and reek of piss, but to me it smells like the purest mountain air.
Do you need medical attention?
Don't get me wrong, sir. I'm grateful for what you've done, but I've never felt comfortable with doctors.
I'm certain you have your reasons. But let me assure you, I'm not like other doctors you may have consulted with.
It is true. You risked your life to save me, after all. It would be impolite to refuse your counsel.
Mr. Thatcher, Do you have a job?
No. Since I came back from the war, I spent most of my time and energy just trying to forget.
I understand what you mean. I was a soldier too.
No. Nobody can truly understand what I've gone through.
Why were you locked in that sewer? What happened?
I went by the canal after an argument with a friend. Got chased by these fucking wankers and had to barricade myself in, despite my claustrophobia.
He's claustrophobic.
Why did you run? What was the reason for your argument?
Newton wanted me to go to a hospital, but I can't stand being closed in. Makes me feel like I'm suffocating.
Tell me about your claustrophobia. Has anyone given you an official diagnosis?
That's what the bloody doctor said. But I don't want to go to a hospital to get checked again. I'll deal with it my own way.
Oswald, why did you not go to the Pembroke Hospital to seek medical help?
I don't trust doctors. All they care about is their careers and processes. I won't be locked in any room again by anyone.
Your fear of being trapped is not going to go away by itself. You need professional help.
I've seen enough butchers in white coats to last a lifetime. Hospitals reek of chemicals and death. What I need is fresh air.
Do you want to talk about why you have this fear of being enclosed, Mr. Thatcher?
No, I really don't.
An irrational fear like yours
Fair
is
enough.
usually rooted in a specific event. Perhaps it would help to talk about it.
Well, Doctor, take a guess then if you're so interested in my case.
When I rescued you, you expressed joy at seeing the sky again. So I'm inclined to believe you were trapped or buried somehow. Maybe during a shelling.
Jeez, you're good, Doc. You're really good.
Go on, please. Tell me more about it.
Newton and I were trapped in a circulation tunnel after an artillery attack. We were buried alive for several days without ever knowing if we'd be found.
Oswald, tell me about what happened when you were buried in that tunnel with Newton.
It was more than dark. It was black as pitch. Hours seemed like days, and days like months. Oh, the terror, the shameful thoughts. Lord have mercy.
What you endured was terrifying. It would have completely destroyed weaker men.
It did not destroy Newton.
Shameful thoughts. Tell me about them.
At some point, I don't remember which day, but when I thought we'd never be rescued, that this would be our end, I thought about...
Say it, Mr. Thatcher. If you ever want to heal, you have to say it.
I thought about what I could do to survive. Just for a few more days. I thought about killing Newton.
I knew that's what he was gonna say.
Killing and eating him. The man I fucking love.
Aww.
Tell me about your true feelings for Newton.
I love him. I'm not ashamed to say it. He's the best thing that ever happened to
I
me.
want them to be happy.
I can't imagine life without him.
Why should you be ashamed?
I'm not, I said. But Newton sees it differently.
I admire your honesty. It takes courage to stand up to society. The world needs people like you to create change.
Courage is what we needed in the trenches, looking death in the face every day. I speak plain. I speak my mind.
Have you always been this straightforward?
All I know is, before you saved me by the sewer, my only regret was I wouldn't be able to hold or kiss Newton again. I love him, that's all.
My heart.
Are you concerned about the conditions here in London?
Not really. Sick people, men in arms, fighting every night. I already faced all this.
I embraced
before.
both of them in my playthrough. What?
Goodbye,
No!
Mr. Thatcher.
You monster.
Try to take care of yourself.
Wait, oh, fuck. No! Where'd your husbando go? Shit. Ah, it's fine. I'll talk to him again later. It's fine. Go be happy. Go snug. Okay. Where is Clay Cox? Is he not here? There he is. There's that motherfucker. Hi.
Hey, Doc.
You're lucky to be alive, Mr. Cox. I hope you're starting to take better care of yourself.
This place is full of sickness and decay. How could I get better in such a dump?
Consider yourself lucky that I'm treating all of my patients equally. But don't push your luck.
Don't play the innocent with me. I'm sure you have good reasons to act this way. And also weaknesses that can be exploited.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
Sometimes you act like a real jerk, you know that?
Oh, come on, Ozzy, don't be like that.
What, like what? Like someone who felt betrayed by the man he loves? Did you ever even try to find me? Rescue me?
You know, it's not like that. I wanted to. I was so afraid to leave the hospital, not to be seen with you.
Look, we survived this shit together. That's all that matters. I know you did your best.
Their eyes are wide open. That is the most intense kiss I've ever seen in my life.
And fuck them all. Fuck the war. Fuck them all.
That was... All right. It was like a really aggro kiss, right? Like, I'm not the only one who felt that way. Okay. I'm supposed to go... Oh. Here. Okay. But what about my son? What about my sweet boy Sean? We're healthy now. That's right, motherfuckers. Oof. I still haven't met this dude. I'm so worried. Everybody is fucking sick here. I have to go over there and start healing people. Missing. We know where she is. We just haven't killed her yet. Okay. It might be dumb, but I'm going to Whitechapel really fast. Oh, hey, some schlings. Abandoned investment property? Is this part of a thing? Oh my god, is this a side quest? Oh shit, am I stumbling on a side quest again? That's kind of amazing. Oh, fuck. Sorry, I didn't realize that was a ratter.
Despicable.
My bad. New investigation. Save the shocked man. Defeat the skulls. Okay. Guess there's a shocked man in here. Where is this dude? Oh, down here?
Get away from me! Don't touch me!
Hey, buddy. You okay?
What happened? Who are you?
It's all right, sir. You're safe now.
Oh, a fellow Englishman. Thank you, sir. For a moment, I thought those bloody heathens had killed me.
What are you doing here? This place is not safe.
Yeah, it's a cesspool, but it's mine. I came to collect some overdue rent, but those who still live here have gone completely bonkers.
You're very lucky to be alive.
Yeah, filthy immigrants. Fucking
Whoa.
savages, every one of them.
Damn,
And now
whoa.
with this bloody fever, they're just animals.
You can find safety of sorts in Whitechapel. If you're quick and cautious, you'll be able to avoid the savages.
Oh, I can't do a medical checkup.
You had better return to Whitechapel without delay. It will be safer there.
Safety isn't really an issue in Whitechapel, because you never are. Never have been. The old place is falling to pieces. But thank you for the advice, sir.
All right. A little aggressive, but that's fine.
This is Braille. I need someone who can read this.
Do we know someone that's blind? I'm trying to think.
God damn it.
Oh! Yes, 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 yes! Then I can find this boy! Yes! Oh, back this way? Oh, way up there. Okay. That's not very good. No, I've already done this. Fuck. You did it! You stood for 1 minute. Thanks, Watch. Okay, let's get the fuck out of here. I'm so excited to find this dude. and heal him.
Watch it! It's a killer!
Oh my god, am I right back where I was? Fuck that. What did everyone have here? Fuck, I don't even remember. Yeah, you're hearing the notorious Whitechapel baby. It's not a real baby. Even though it fucking sounds like maybe it is. Find someone who can read Braille. I'm
Turn
working
around,
on it.
son.
Nah.
Over there! There's one of them vermin!
Oh man. God damn it. Am I in Whitechapel yet or what? Okay, good.
It's one of them!
Oh my god, I almost died. That's not my proudest moment. Oh, sick. It killed him. Radical.
Don't you know better?
Oh my god. Who even are you? What? What the fuck is this?
You're feeble!
Is he oh my god. Are we now adding to the groups of things that I have to kill members of the Ascalon group? Not my favorite. Damn it, why is it so hard to sneak up on these bitches? This place.
Good evening, sir. It's me again.
Leave me alone, I say, whoever you are.
It cannot be safe for a blind man to live here alone. Let me enter, sir. I swear I mean you no harm.
Well, a voice never lies, and yours clearly is the voice of a gentleman. All right, Doctor, come on in. What kind of gentleman pays visits to people at this late hour? So what
Hi.
is the name of my nocturnal visitor?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. As I already explained to you, I'm inquiring about the epidemic.
Dr. Reed? The eminent surgeon? My God, I'd never have expected a brilliant physician like you to knock on my door.
You flatter me, sir.
No, sir, I am flattered. I read all your work when I still had my sight. I loved it. I'm Mason Swanborough, by the way.
You seem unwell, sir. Do you need my assistance?
Actually, I feel worse than usual. Can you give me something?
I don't have it?
No, not now. Later, perhaps.
Fuck. I don't have it.
And what else have you learned about me, Mr. Swanborough?
I know you assisted Professor Carell in France, and that you invented a new blood transfusion method based on his work.
Yes. Those were frustrating but exciting days. I loved it.
Yes, the thrill of research and discovery. This is what drives people like us, Dr. Reed. Oh, how I envy you.
Does someone take care of you in this isolated place?
My sister Loretta and I have our daily routine. Every morning and evening she comes by so we can talk and eat. Then she leaves and I stay.
Do you not appreciate your sister's visits?
Loretta is the best and worst thing that happened to me, and I believe she could say the same thing about me.
Where does your sister go?
Well, let's just say, she earns enough money for us both.
What's so amusing about that?
I won't hide the truth from you. Loretta sells a fake miracle elixir to the sick people of Whitechapel.
Your brother says it's fake, bitch.
How is the sanitary situation evolving in Whitechapel these days?
I hear them hissing and scratching at my door every night. The sick made
You didn't
mad
click
by
it?
the fever.
Fuck, really?
But these walls are thick, and my lock is solid.
Do you know Braille, Mr. Swanborough?
I'm no expert, but I learned it in my spare time, yes. Why?
I found a strange document entitled Cure for Blindness. It's written in Braille, so I thought perhaps it was yours.
Really? Is that some kind of sick joke? Let me see.
Here it is.
This letter seems authentic. And it actually refers to an experimental cure for blindness. You have piqued my interest, Dr. Reed.
Could it be of any use to you?
No. This page is just a part of a larger diary. I'd be glad if you could find the other pages.
Okay.
Goodbye, Mr. Swanborough. I'll leave you now.
What kind of gentleman pays
All
visits
right, what
to
you
people
got?
at this late hour?
Anything I can steal? I'm gonna laugh if there's nothing in here for the first time ever. Vampires feed on our soul collectible. Oh my god, he actually doesn't have anything. That's amazing.
These days.
Oh.
It's locked, all right.
I'm still wondering how you open up locked stuff.
You're either brave or a fool.
Loretta's letter. His apology letter you'll never read, for you've lost your sight because of me. I know you hate me for what I did, even if you never say so. We don't talk much in the Swanborough family, do we? So to clear my conscience, this is my bravest gesture toward you, to write you a letter. And leave it in your laboratory. If you ever find it and ask about it, I'll read it to you. If someone else reads it, well, as I wrote above, it's my bravest gesture. So Mason, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for what I did and for the hell you've been thrown into. I'm sorry you're now a blind man trying to find meaning to your useless life. If I could change one thing, only one thing in my miserable life, it would be what happened 1 year ago. I swear it, Mason. If I could give my eyes for you to see again, I would. But it doesn't work that way, does it? So please, my brother, forgive me. Mr. Bates must stop for months, for years, maybe. Cardigan Bates has exploited us. If we had more money or proper jobs, we would never rent any of his extortionate flats. We all know what revolting situation or solution he proposes to the woman who can't pay the weekly rent. Mr. Bates must stop. Damn. Some of our scouts spotted the presence of a certain Ichabod Throgmorton near the East End docks. You'll see him patrolling the place at night, claiming he's a specialist of vampire extermination. He's a fraud, not even a real con man. He doesn't charge anybody for the work. He clearly has no clue what he's talking about. If he ever approaches you for some joint hunt or collaboration, refuse and let him go. In a leech fight, the man is nothing more than bait.
This must
that's
be a
right.
picture of the bomb explosion
Tell me,
Dyson Delaney spoke
how
of.
do you see the world these days?
Did I learn
What can I do for you, Doctor?
Oh.
Why does your sister feel so guilty about what happened to you?
Because she knows I'll never forgive what she did to me.
You run an illegal business with someone you hate?
I don't hate my sister. She looks after me, we have a good time, but I'm just not ready to forgive her.
Goodbye, Mr. Swanborough. I'll leave you now.
Wandering in this part of town at night, you're either brave or a fool.
Okay. I need to get to... Oops. Ah. Aw, come on. Okay. Where is... Oh, it's literally right there. Perfect. Perfect. I don't have what I need. Can I break stuff down? Fuck, I still don't think I can make it. Shit. No. What an irritating situation that I found myself in. Fatigue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we need 5 fatigues. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 4 colds. 2 anemia. Five fatigue. 4 colds. 2 anemia. Okay. Meow. Where are people? There's Mason. Nail this way? Yeah, there.
You London vampires are so weak!
Bye. Hey, buddy.
Good evening, Doctor. Can I help you?
Do you need assistance?
That would be nice of you, Doctor. Who knows what I may have caught during my investigation.
If you persist in investigating the most pox-ridden boroughs of London, you must accept the risk.
It's I'm totally for sure Setsuno's birthday. Oh, happy birthday! Look at some doogays in chat for Setsuna. Thanks for spending your birthday with us.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell. Good evening, Mr. Whitaker.
It's Father Whitaker, my son. So, are you still lost in your rational delusions?
Don't you fear getting sick yourself?
Faith gives me all I need, my son. If I must fall, then so be it.
No doubt your faith will prevail, but let me give you some extra protection against the devil's work. Medicine.
Blessed be your generosity, my son.
I have heard enough for tonight. Goodbye.
I've heard enough for good night.
I'm cheap and I'm clean.
I'm cheap and I'm clean.
Change your mind, Mr. Reed?
Do you need any assistance, Miss Popper?
It depends on the price of your medicine.
Is free,
I'm
girl?
shocked that you would think I am that sort of man.
Forgive my suspicion. I'm so used to liars with good manners. Thank you, sir.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
These boys.
You again? What do you want this time?
Can I offer you my medical expertise, Mr. Peters?
Keep your medicines for others.
There is a thin line between pride and stupidity, sir. Please take this medication. You'll feel better.
All right. I'll take it then. It's not like I don't appreciate the gesture.
Goodbye, Mr. Peters.
Good quality. Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your focus, do you? Do you need help, sir?
To be honest, I'd prefer you take a look at my stuff. I'd rather be rich and sick than the contrary.
I don't quite agree, but I won't argue with you. Please, take this. You'll feel better.
Really? Free? Don't take it personally, but charity usually comes at a price. Human nature being what
Joe
it
is a nice boy hidden in a mean man. It's kind of true.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis.
Okay. Got both of them. Okay, we got all of them. Not him, because I fucked up.
Good evening, Harry. May I come in?
Sure. Sure. Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
So, may I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
Do you remember when Barrett Lewis was close to your family? To your mother?
Not really. I was too young. But I remember it was a happier time. Mr. Lewis was funny. He often had dinner with us.
Why are you sad then?
Because it hurts to remember a time when my father used to laugh and smile. It hurts to realise he's as sad as me now.
How was he towards you?
He was nice, I guess. He never forgot my birthday.
We found out that
he always offered
Mr.
me
Lewis
books.
is his actual dad.
I liked books.
Do you need any medical help, young man?
Yes, I do. I feel so tired. I don't know if it's the epidemic,
Well,
but everything
by
seems
blood.
so hard.
You'll feel better with this. But you need to get a grip, young man. Medication alone won't cure melancholia.
I'm not sure I'm happy with the idea of living long in a world like this. But I thank you for your concern, sir.
Goodbye, young man. Take care of yourself.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
So I wonder what he does have.
Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your focus, do you? Right then. Show me what you have.
Fuck, which thing is it that I need? You're gotta mean, right? I'm pretty sure that's what I needed. Wait, I brought 2 Braille notes to him already? Yo, girl.
Good evening, my dear colleague.
You look ill, Miss Swanborough. I wonder if your concoction will do the trick.
I'm perfectly fine thanks to my miraculous elixir. You, on the other hand, look pale and tired, Doctor.
Loretta, your miraculous formula wouldn't even cure a common cold, and you know it.
The Swanborough's cordial's secret ingredient is hope, Doctor. And it's something people around here really need.
A placebo effect is real and has benefit. But in your case, you could be murdering your customers who may die because they are not receiving the necessary medical attention.
Medical attention? In Whitechapel? Trust me, my cordial is the best option they have, since it is the only one.
If your true purpose was to help, you wouldn't take money from the poor for your snake oil.
Oh, but to pay for it is part of the process, Doctor. If it were free, they wouldn't believe in it.
Loretta, why do you feel so guilty about your brother?
I don't expect him to forgive me. All I can do is make amends for what I did.
By making him a crook and a criminal. What if somebody decides to make him pay for your scam?
Mason is totally capable of defending himself. Just leave us be. We're perfectly fine.
I know how guilt feels between a brother and sister. Are you sure you're not trying to ease your own remorse?
Mason wants to be useful, can you understand that? And chemistry is his passion. And the Swanborough cordial gives him a purpose in life.
Goodbye, Miss Swanborough. Perhaps we'll talk again.
Okay. Nope.
Gangs are ruining this neighborhood, if you ask me.
Good evening, Mr. Petrescu.
Surely you have someone else to bother, Mr. Doctor.
How do you feel, Mr. Petrescu? Do you need my help?
I would not even accept fresh water from you, Doctor. I don't need your help.
Damn.
Yes, you do. Please, take this. You'll feel better.
I said I don't want anything. But I'll keep this for those who really need it.
Tell me everything you know
Oh,
about
fuck, that's right. This
Camellia,
one's
the
bugged out.
mute florist.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor, but I'm almost
Listened to this so many
convinced
times, I'm sorry,
Camellia
guys.
is an angel. She volunteered to give out our medical leaflets.
He's rude. Well, I did ruin his life, so
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
it's understandable why he hates me.
Good evening, Zhao Shun.
Wang Shanghao, Dr. Reed. It's good to see you again.
How do you feel? Physically speaking, I mean.
I don't feel good, Dr. Reed. Not at all.
You should recover quickly after taking this.
Thank you, Doctor.
Goodbye for now.
Okay, how are we looking? They're all fine. Haven't found him yet. He's okay, she's okay. Richard Nethercott. Oh, the dude behind the church. Oh, fuck, I forgot to go behind the church. And this is the dude I just
City is
found. He was part of like an underground group that was healing people in Whitechapel. And I, the lady who was like their, she was a nurse at the hospital. And she was blackmailing somebody else, and so I charmed her into not wanting to blackmail this lady anymore, but I fucked her up so bad that she like lost her mind and is now like a ghoul who's running around. I was like, oops, my bad. Where's, oh, there it is. I can make it now, right? What? But it said that I bought like 17 of them, didn't it? Am I crazy? Oh my god. Come on. You bought one, then why did it say 17 on it? And then when I hit up, it said 34. Why? Why did it say that if it was a lie? I don't understand. All right. No, I charmed her. I used charm on her. I remember because I thought for sure it wasn't gonna be bad, and then it was. That was the cost. Oh, fuck me. Hey, buddy.
I should never. Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your focus, do you? Right then. Show me what you have.
I would fancy buying something. Ah, I see. Thanks, bud. See ya. I did the same thing. Okay, cool. I think that's the only point so far where the game tricks you into making you believe that the option is good. I kind of felt that way about Sean too. Because it just said turn, right? Like turn Sean into a vampire or turn Sean into an Ekon. It just said turn. It didn't say like I was going to literally like vamp voice at him and make him do it. I didn't expect us to like force him to do it. That's a bummer. Okay. Everyone else I'm not as worried about. I really need to just get to this guy. Okie dokie. The turn one is good though with Sean. That's why it's weird that time it didn't work. The blue is usually a good option. I thought that if it was blue, it was because like you wouldn't always have that option, right? Because like the hints are also blue, but you don't always have the hints. You have to uncover the hints. So I assumed we were able to charm her because of something else that happened. And like we were able to turn Sean because of something else that happened. But I don't know. Okay, let's get rid of that. And no. Oh, what up, dude? Yeah, I miss people in Whitechapel. But they're not like on their last leg like that other dude is. So I'm not as worried about it. Fuck, I keep missing it. Oh, I need to go down here. That's what it is.
Your prayers, Mom!
Oh my god, there's two of them? Fuck me. What a fucko. Here we go.
Good evening, Mr. Swanborough.
Is it you, Dr. Reed? Please come in. What kind of gentleman pays visits to people at this late hour?
Sorry, I just really want to
What
heal
can I
you.
do for you, Doctor?
I'm desperate to heal you
seem
right now.
unwell, sir. Do you need my assistance?
Actually, I feel worse than usual. Can you give me something?
Yes. I can give you a little something that has been proven effective.
Thank you, Doctor.
Your sister seems to believe this miracle elixir business is somehow doing you good.
Loretta believes that keeping busy is what I need to be happy.
And is she wrong?
My sister is wrong about almost everything. But as long as she thinks she's in charge, she can be nice.
Goodbye, Mr. Swanborough. I'll leave you now.
Tell me, how do you see the world these days?
Okay. I'm down to move on now. Oops. What? No. He's recovering. I still need to find him. And they just have normal ass colds. So that's not that bad. Oh, good lord. Fucking crush that boy. see. We go this way.
I cannot enter.
Oh, fuck off. Come on. Then never mind. God, I get so turned around in this game. Ugh. Let's see. Oh, so close. I can't remember if I got everybody. Recovering. Okay, good. Okay. Let's go to... have a fucking vampire meeting, I guess.
When I get back, I'll have a word with Tom. He's really pissed off.
Sick. Lol. This is good. This is some good fun. I was involved. I did a lot in that fight. Oh shit. Oh, Dad? Hi, what's going on?
You must prepare, child, for the earth is bleeding and the harvest is upon us.
Stay away, whoever you are.
This is no time for petty quarrels, my champion. Can you not hear? The famished queen has awoken.
I am not your champion.
But of course you are, son. As surely as you are the blood of my blood.
I had to kill Mary.
I have known your pain, child. Do not succumb to...
Silence! I dismiss you, now!
The land calls for a champion. All and everyone needs you.
Silence.
Silence. Get out here, Dad. I don't want to.
Tired of all these puppet shows.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Ah, this must be it.
So this is where she lives. What a splendid house.
What a splendid house.
Dr. Reed, welcome. How are you?
As good as one can be, considering the circumstances.
Yes. Death and affliction seem prevailing themes of late. Please, come in. We have much to discuss.
I hope I haven't disturbed you.
Not at all. Actually, I was counting on you visiting me tonight.
How strange, this painting. Beautiful, melancholic, yet with a haunting dignity.
Indeed. A long time ago, a friend asked me to paint this for him. But I kept it in the end.
I did not know you were a painter, my lady.
There are many things you do not know about me, young Ekon.
Please, call me Jonathan.
Please excuse my behavior, Jonathan. I tend to tease my friends when uneasy.
What is bothering you, my lady? Your letter was quite alarming.
We will talk about this in a few minutes. For now, I would like you to tell me about yourself. How have you been since we last met, my friend?
My sister Mary. She was made a vampire in the same way I was. She was the one killing all those people everywhere I went.
Vengeance is a powerful force for those betrayed. Made vampire through careless error. Victims by surprise.
I swear I did not intend that. If only I had known then how vampires are created.
That is the scientist speaking. In truth, most
She
of
didn't
us
drink
do
our
not
blood,
know
though.
how it really works. Personally, I make sure my prey will not return to haunt me.
What do you mean?
I am merciless, Jonathan. I only feed on the dying, and I make sure they are dead before leaving their remains.
In the end, she implored me to put an end to her misery. But still, I felt I had taken her life.
Hi,
I
Octo.
am so sorry for my accidental cruelty. Had I known your dear Mary was still alive, I would never have sent you to pray for her soul in that church.
There is no need to apologize, my lady. Your words have been most helpful in these difficult times.
Thank you, my friend.
Octo!
If
Oh,
only
you're
we
here.
could have
You're here
guided
this
your
time.
Poor sister through her terrible nightmare.
Did you kill anybody in your... You beat this, right? Did you kill anybody? I'm so curious. I killed one guy. Damn. Guess who it was? Clay Cox. Nope. Oh, everybody said that you really hate that vampire hunter dude. It was the racist landlord. Oh, all right.
I came to the conclusion that my maker, whoever he might be,
Throgmunch or whatever his name is. I thought that's who maybe you killed.
certainly extremely old.
I keep calling him Octo. Please don't be mad. He's got such a like. His voice is a voice that you do sometimes.
He is the only immortal I've seen appear in an ethereal form. His voice, his words seemed ancient. It was disturbing.
I am afraid you are right. The simple fact that your blood made Mary
I'm
such
so
a
offended.
strong Ekon proves that you must be of ancient lineage.
I felt this power radiating like an aura every time he appeared.
Most ancestral vampires of England were killed by the Guard of Prewen half a century ago. I wonder who your maker could be.
You have no idea who he could be?
Some of the ancient ones fled England. Some may still be in hiding. All I know is you, my friend, are a pawn in some secret and obscure game of chess.
Yeah, I can tell. I'm not into it.
I think I should ask the questions, your ladyship. After all, it was you who invited me to settle this most urgent of matters.
Fair enough, Jonathan. The situation is critical. We do not have the luxury for etiquette.
Please do not misunderstand me. I would be delighted to discuss mundane matters and idle trivialities.
If we survive the dark nights to come, we shall have all the time in the world to speak, you and I. For now, please follow me, Jonathan.
I must
Love her
say,
hair.
your house is exquisite.
One of the advantages of living forever is having the time to be selective with one's furnishings. I took the liberty of having tea served.
You can still drink tea.
Can't keep it down, but I do so enjoy the aroma. Let us toast to make-believe. And of course to your health, Jonathan.
And to yours, my lady.
Oh.
Please, call me Elizabeth.
So, my lady, why truly did you invite me here?
I've been asked to deliver an official invitation to meet the Ascalon Club.
They have always been a threat.
Who are they? Really?
They are the embodiment of vampire law in Britain. Some say they influence the destiny of the Empire. Some believe they merely protect it.
How many are they?
Only a small number of powerful and deceitful immortals. All of them
Get ready for some
entangled
wide-eye
in a
kissing.
sticky
Dude, that was
web
the
of
weirdest.
shadow
That was
cabinets,
such a weird
influence
scene.
and trade.
Will they fight the Guard of Prewen?
I doubt it. Fergal was Lord Redgrave's executioner forever and a day. By defeating that beast, you deprived them of a powerful weapon.
Whoops.
Why use you to contact me?
Because they know we are close. The Ascalon Club has
Are we
many
close?
spies. Their main occupation is gathering information and then deciding how to use it.
Have they threatened you in any way?
Not at all. Their message surprised me at first. But it is only logical, considering the critical situation in London.
Why not ask for your help? Since you are obviously a powerful and influential immortal yourself.
You have to understand that I am invisible to the eyes of Ascalon, for I am a woman. That suits me well, as long as they leave me alone.
The one time that works out really nicely.
Should I
sick.
trust
That
them?
means you're going to
Of
leave
course
me
not.
alone?
Do
I'm
not
in.
misunderstand me. They can be very useful, but I believe their long-term goals differ from yours.
Why meet them then?
Because nothing truly important can be achieved in this city without their consent. They could be powerful allies in this current situation.
Should I lie to them?
We all lie, Jonathan. It falls to you to choose your behavior. The most important rule is to show them due respect.
They have done nothing but impede my investigations since I became known to them. Why would they want to see me now?
I guess they now see you as Ascalon material. They must have found out what happened to your sister. Proof of the potent blood flowing through your veins.
I'm not sure I can accept their invitation. I have seen their handiwork. How Fergal the Beast imposed the club's law.
You have no choice, Jonathan. Even I would not openly defy Lord Redgrave, the chairman of the Ascalon Club.
What can you tell me about Lord Redgrave? Who is he?
Lord Redgrave is the founder and chairman of the Ascalon Club. Most mortals know him as the Earl of Bristol. He is rich and extremely influential.
Have you met him?
Only on rare occasions, for he
I
never
missed a
goes
lot, it
outside
seems.
the club.
We've done a
And
decent
women
amount today,
are
yeah.
not awarded membership, even immortals.
How old is he? How long has he been a vampire?
Lord Redgrave claims to be the progeny of William Marshall, the most valiant knight who ever lived. If that is true, he could be very old.
How powerful is his reach?
The Ascalon Club may be the most influential secret society in England. Not all its members are immortals, but they are all very powerful.
They are not all immortals. How is that?
The club is mainly comprised of political figures who seek the safety and expansion of the Empire. The most loyal are awarded immortality.
Interesting.
Any familiar or famous names?
As the richest, most relentless British tycoon, Aloysius Dawson is considered ideal Ascalon material and has been watched for years.
If you are convinced I must meet him, I will heed your advice.
Thank you, Jonathan. I understand your reluctance to brush shoulders with London's vampire elite. But we have no choice.
Is the situation that critical?
Yes. The Guard of Prewen has called for a second great hunt of our kind. And they will stop at nothing to eliminate us.
Will the Guard
This is a
of
long
Prewen and the
convo, man.
Ascalon Club fight each other?
I doubt it. If Prewen really launched a great hunt, I think most of the Ekons I know would flee the country to escape the bloodbath.
I think I saw them kill an Ekon on the way to your house. They seem to have a list with names.
To launch another great hunt, they must have collected intelligence on vampire identities and whereabouts. They are a resourceful lot.
Oops. Should we fight back? I will not be hunted down like an animal again.
I admire your courage, Jonathan. But the best way to fight them is to put an end to the epidemic. This is the only way to clear the air.
What is a great hunt?
The first great hunt was launched about 75 years ago. In just a few nights, the Guard of Prewen located and destroyed most of the old British vampires.
Why start a second one?
Prewen has always seen us immortals as a threat to mankind. My guess is they suspect one or more of us as the cause of the epidemic.
I mean, that could be true, though,
How did you
right?
survive the first hunt?
I fled, Jonathan. Like most vampires who survived that slaughter. And I secretly came back when I was sure they had lost my trail.
You should flee then. Leave London, the country even. I have seen the Guard in action. They are merciless.
Your concern warms my heart, Jonathan. But fear not. If the situation gets too dangerous, I shall retreat to my secret Scottish manor. I could hide you in my luggage, if you wish.
Thank you for the offer. I shall keep it in mind, but I have much to do here. There is a question I must ask you. Could Lord Redgrave be my maker?
I doubt it. If Lord Redgrave had made you his progeny, he would not have seemed so surprised when you demonstrated the strength of your lineage.
What is the plan?
The plan is we both try to save this city, you and I. Go to Ascalon, accept their proposition, and use their influence to promote your agenda.
How can I save London?
The epidemic is the priority. You must find its origin and put an end to it. This is the best way to solve the crisis.
What will you do?
I still have contacts and old friends in this town. I shall make some inquiries and attempt to learn more of the situation. We need clarity.
Will I ever discover the identity of my maker?
Maybe not, Jonathan. We know for sure you were made by a powerful vampire, but most of those fled England long ago.
Please forgive my bluntness.
I've already asked this before.
But I have to ask. Was it you? Did you make me?
Oh, Jonathan. I know you shall always have a gnawing doubt about who made you an immortal. But I swear, I had nothing to do with it.
You have no idea at all? You seem to know so many things about the secrets of the vampire underworld.
Even if I had my suspicions, I would not dare give you a name so soon. All I can say is this. I will make inquiries and keep you informed.
One day soon, I will have to find the answer to this mystery.
And I shall help you in your research, I promise. For now, you must go to the Ascalon Club and play their game.
Will I see you again at the Pembroke Hospital?
No, you will find me here if you need me. I shall conduct inquiries alone, and we can then share our discoveries.
I just asked that.
Will you not visit Pembroke again?
No. I must remain discreet and avoid attracting attention to Pembroke Hospital for the time being.
But how will you sustain yourself?
I shall not, Jonathan. Fear not. I'm used to it.
When will we meet again?
As soon as you meet Lord Redgrave, I suppose. Fear not, my dear. I shall only be a heart's beat away.
I want to thank you for all your support and your help, my lady.
Could you do me a last great favor and call me Elizabeth?
I should be honored, my lady.
Then it is settled. Finally, some good news in these dark hours.
Thank you. I appreciate the advice. I had best prepare myself to meet this Lord Redgrave now.
How thrilling to meet the Earl of Bristol in the flesh, so to speak.
Something tells me you're not very keen on the man.
Don't get me wrong. The gentlemen of the Ascalon Club are honorable, but their attitude and opinions are somewhat antiquated.
I see.
As long as they deny access to female applicants, I will leave them to their antediluvian considerations as to the natural order of things. Jonathan, promise me you'll be careful.
Of course. But why the fear in your voice?
Look at me, Jonathan.
I am.
I mean, really look at me, young Ekon. We may be deceptive by nature, but this heart of mine has always told the truth.
Elizabeth.
Go, my friend. But come back to me soon.
I don't understand what just happened. Perfect timing. Oh my gosh. So next time we play, we will meet the illustrious Mr. Redgrave. Magnificent. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching today. I'm going to bring up our list of new subs so that I can thank you all properly. Let's see. Tomorrow is going to be a podcast day. So I'll be on Co-optional Podcast. I'll be doing Super Cousin Time with Tiri, playing Final Fantasy XIV. And we've got Manga Pod. So if you'd like to tune into any of that, that would be amazing. Co-optional, of course, happens on TB's channel, but the other two will happen here. Trying to think what else. Check out our coffee company. Check out our Cat Gang merch. All of that stuff helps support us and our little family. And thank you so much to everybody who subscribed and watched today and hung out, lurked, chatted, whatever. It's awesome. And hopefully I will see you guys tomorrow. All right? We're going to read off the new subs. Stick around and throw some hype in chat if you would like. Otherwise, if you're leaving, have a great day. Thank you so much to Bernardo Rell, Ikeyer, Schmooze Tigger, Tomai-sama, Lady Grump, Randomly Generated, Dumb Alex, Chowertel, BP Butler, Honeymomo, Tobias, Snyden, Tarnished Valor, Justy Kelly, Kenrick, Mod Hugs, Alton Blue, Steampunk Monk, JRDN Welling, R. Delacroix, Gabe Lantis, Mr. Kevis, Chief Pine Tree, Squirrel Yo, Rochan the Bunny, Seth Raider, Magical Twigs, Forrest Bartley, Mad Captain, The Gurav, The Daves I Know, Gutler, Lord Rectum Core, Zulu Heavy, Gravitos, Purple Haze, Random 4, Leftykins, Necrophilic Mushroom, Martin P, Icarsis, Naughtycast, Poop Butt Million, Touch Scaly Tail, MTS 104, Mr. Hydra, Felon Entane, Shadow Stealer, Shining 7, Stripping Kiwi, The X Raymond, Seyu Sarah, Nerd 009, Flying Tragedy, Plium, Zamnato, That Oatmeal, Wimp Dork, Minra, The Flying Piano, Shankara, H, and Mega Tank Man. Thank you guys so much for subscribing today. Have a fantastic day. Let's see who is live, and I will host somebody else. But in the meantime, see you next time. Okay? Bye-bye.